Okay, here we go. We're going to start just like this. Okay. The Bonnie and Clyde theory. Deep down inside, the new um, mindset and imagery now can be as simply related to as the Bonnie and Clyde theory. Not because they were criminals or whatnot, but because they were expressing something in a new day kind of image, just like the one prior to that was Romeo and Juliet, or Cleopatra, or whatever the other one was, and Alexander, or, you know what I'm saying? All that other kind of things. And then, it was the Queen of France, or this, and the other. We have all these different analogies of what we call the Bonnie and Clyde theory. And everybody, as simple humans, are, pretty much allowed or expected to at least deserve, the Noah's Ark theory. Everybody should have somebody sometimes. And the problem is that now we're not simple human beings anymore, nor are we allowed to actually stay in a mindset of simple human beings and then try to indulge with other human beings in this new world perspective. So if a good old boy just happens to run into the acquaintance of one of them guys that talk funny, well, where's he from? I don't know. He said somewhere over there, man. Hell, I told him, man, you from Upper Tennessee. That's what I'm gonna tell all my friends when they ask where you from. Anything else like that, I might have to fight with you to get you out of there because you don't know our customs. Kind of like all of a sudden you go to our favorite bar and we have our favorite song that's probably by far one of the most racist, sick kind of, songs that people, in certain little bars would, enjoy that camaraderie of that kind of indulgence. We are this kind of people and we ain't those kind of people. And that's what makes us this kind of people, and we are happy to be, again, with our people. No offense to other people, but we are like that. God damn it, I got a little Irish soul. Expect me to actually have a little drunk allowances or excuses. It's in my blood. You know what? She's got a little bit of Indian in her, so you can't give her no. Sometimes, man, she don't know that, when she wants a drink is the wrong time to have a drink, just like the Indians did, but the cowboys didn't tell them because, well, hell, not even the Puritans could tell these motherfuckers what was going to go down when they came over here after they were kicked out for having some bastardization thoughts of how they wanted to live their life and believe in a spiritual order or whatnot. What the hell you talking about? New fucking Testament ain't no new. Hey, Pope, did you order a new Pope? Nope, didn't know. Hey, see? Alright, no excuse. Kind of like the way Rastafarians used to get away with the excuse that, smoking weed was their religion. So, they got a lighter sentence in a lot of cases for a little while. And therein lies where we're at now. We, as Americans, have a very unique kind of image to redefine in the world. Not because of our duty as we the people, but as our distinction as, they do make some real cool people like me in America. That way, more people, will actually try to do the same thing, because really the simplicity of this whole New World Order perspective is just as simple as, hey, I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. I like to buy the world a Coke and keep it company. Uh, it used to be the trilogy of Rome, England, and DC. Now it's like, I think it's like probably like Bangkok, or somewhere like that, and Amsterdam and DC. Not because of its similarities, but because there's a different kind of facade, a different kind of mentality, a different kind of equation that is relinquished out of anybody's ability to rate or berate anyone at face value. You know, damn, Bob, you look like you came from a big party. And what? You know, don't hate. Well, you know, hate is a lot more simple to actually be connected to a lot of things you don't think are really honestly that, you know, important or that big of an issue. Like Americans. You know, Americans' biggest problem is they're so busy hating the fact that there's a rack of different Americans that some of them they kind of like, but some of them they don't like at all. Hells to the motherfucking look. I would rather kill my whole family generation before I let one of them some bitches be with one of them some bitches. And now it's a whole lot different because we're now living in a worldwide perspective, and that person that might be this, that, and the other might be Swami so-and-so and so-and-so from East Baba place. You know, and, well, you know, they're not just your average run-of-the-mill dark person or light person. Well, there's no such thing as a master race or perfect gene anymore, unless you're American, because there ain't no perfect genes in America, you know, except for, well, hell, not even Levi's are perfect anymore, but everybody else, everywhere else, love Levi's more than Americans, because most of them can't fit it. We're built different. And in some cases, we're probably in some of the images that a lot of people and around the world and genetically or culturally would love to actually form their actual people into a little bit more of this or a little bit more of that. Kind of like how some people really honestly will die of sun cancer because, you know, these motherfuckers just are so, you know, into this tanning thing. You know, in the meantime, they don't like dark people who don't tan. Statistically, culturally. And that was an old order classism that now in this new order is one of the more difficult things to extinguish in Americans more than everyone else, because everyone else in the world has to earn the right to become a world traveler enough to come hang out with Americans. Americans ain't impressed with nothing else. They're too busy having fun being Americans. Straight up. There's some people in pockets of little bitty corners of this great land of ours that really honestly could give a dog's doo-doo. And you can't shine shit about whoever else in the world and what they think. I mean, you know, it really was more funny to actually have the whole world all of a sudden find out that we got people in this country that really honestly got the God-given right to say, you know what, we feel like burning books today. And they have to call the president himself. And nobody from down there liked him either. And they're going, oh, you gotta be kidding me. America, what the fuck are you doing over there? You got our people pissed off. And they're going, dude, I can only control what's in the bubble. Outside of the bubble still exists this responsibility that's not just Americans, But it's the world's responsibility because all of us came from all of them. The problem here is that you can't tell them that, and most of you don't want to hear that shit either because you're barely holding on to what you got. You know, we're still trying to get into those one world digits with our currency, you know, and half of it everywhere else is starting to fall apart. And that's just growing pains right now. But that still ain't going to make every American worthy of honestly getting with the program. Get with that kind of program. There's just way too many fun and interesting things to live with, like Chuck E. Cheese. You know, you got an excuse to gamble. And it's the only place that people ain't scared of clowns. And what's the big thing anyway in America about clowns? All the world is a stage. That comedy and tragedy is just as simple as our religion. The difference is that basic humans love a good play. Upper metaphysical humans love to get paid entertaining masses of motherfuckers that don't want to think about all the other shit that they should be thinking about. They just want to enjoy a good play. I ain't trying to worry about what y'all got going on down the street. No offense, but you ain't none of us. Ain't no poppy fields in Harlem, Miss Hawkins. Wow.
Wow, that was pretty long.
Yeah, I gotta stop it now.
Not only that, you're gonna take a drink, you get hoarse.
Nah, my voice, yeah. I'm Alpha Master Pimp, so easy, active dominant, upper metaphysical, ghetto Sufi master, and advanced training in hell. Don't let that be the excuse.